It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get to see the Elks rock it on quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Elks and the Lumberjacks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Elks of Anchorage taking on the Lumberjacks of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play.
An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that ball will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Throwing to start the drive. Hillman. And incomplete to open things up.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hillman. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 90 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Operating from the gun. Hillman. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lumberjacks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And he returns this to the 22.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Hillman.
Got his man. It's Tucker, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 4. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Hillman. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete here.
When you look at this defense,
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Up the middle they go. Bradford. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Triple foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
we know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Elks have cut it back within a score.
We always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing.
There he goes, right side. And what a big-time play there. 59 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hillman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 2, Hillman.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks add 6 to their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ball start, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hillman.
That's caught by Tucker.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down. Hillman. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off play action. Hillman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Hillman. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Hillman.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Lumberjacks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. Bradford. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphreys. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hillman. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Hillman. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradford.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Hillman.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give right side. Bradford.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still second down.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd down and 6 now. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Off the play fake. Hillman. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Hillman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, Hillman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the right to Humphreys. Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Ball start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On second down now, Bradford. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Hillman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Hillman. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Hillman.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Looking to throw. Hillman. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Hillman.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On the ground with Ward. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Hillman.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Larson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 43-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
And that flag accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Elks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Tucker now to return it, taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to throw. Hillman.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. turns into a nice play.
Here's Ward. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bradford. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradford. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now. Backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
97 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So another incompletion on fourth down. They threw it on every down that series, and every pass missed the mark.
The frustration is almost palpable. You can almost feel it all the way up here in the booth. But how about the guys who just stopped them on 4 downs? You got to give them a little credit, huh? They end up stopping 4 straight passes. They don't get into the end zone. They turn the ball over on downs. They more than did their job.
To throw on second down, Hillman.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hillman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it with Ward. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again on the ground, again it's Ward.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Ward. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Vancouver,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.